You're probably wondering how I got here. Let's go back a few days and we'll come back to this. Yo everybody, my name is Chris Punsalan. Welcome back to another video. So the people over at Ableton contacted me to take a look at their newest pack and to make an Instagram video for them. It's one of their newest lo-fi packs. So all of the sounds that you're about to hear in the next segment are just from the pack. So if you're interested, it is linked in the description. It is for Ableton users. So yeah, enjoy this part of the vlog. Ooh, that's kind of good. That was some like, ooh, yeah, yeah. Gotta be like. That one wasn't really working out, so I moved on to something else. I took this sample and I chopped it up. So this is usually how I come up with guitar leads. I'll just play around until I find something that I like, or at least a starting point, and I'll record that first part, and then I'll stop and record the next part, and the next part, and the next part, and hopefully in the future I can just do it in one take or multiple takes and take the best one. Alright, so as you guys know, I have been struggling with acne for the past year, so it is my duty to remove it. To help with the process, we have some apple cider vinegar. This clay mask that I saw it earlier, but it has 17,000 reviews on Amazon, 30% of those being 5 stars, and I have a DIY face mask thing. Let's see how much we're supposed to use. For external use only. Do not ingest. I'm not gonna do it. I mean, I have some in there. Oh, snap. Oh, it's fizzing. Oh my god, it stinks. Shoot, this looks like pre-workout. I think I added too much. Definitely not doing this right. Okay, I don't know. So it's been about 8 days since I bought the clay mask, and I've used it a bunch of times already. I did get that initial purge on my skin, you know, of everything coming to the surface, but things have kind of settled, and I think it's working. I feel like an artiste. Yo, this thing stinks. What the heck? I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Definitely feels tight. Yes.
Get high, baby.
Then after playing around with the clay mask, I got in one more music making session before I went to bed. That's went to bed and not wet the bed. You're the only other side. Pick it up and I can go for a ride. Live it up. So on August 1st, 2019, I had the honor of chatting with music producer and content creator Origami. So if you're a producer, then you might have seen this video in your recommended feed. It currently has 3 million views, and this was the video that took Phil, aka Origami's YouTube channel and career to the next level. He went from about 6,000 subscribers to about 100,000 subscribers in 6 days. Now, for most people, myself included, to see somebody go from 0 to 100 really quick, we instantly think that they're an overnight success without doing any type of homework or research on the person. So after doing my due diligence and doing some extensive homework on Origami, he's actually been putting in work for a while now. I checked his oldest video on his YouTube channel and it was actually posted in 2015, and he's been consistently and constantly uploading to YouTube and SoundCloud and other platforms for about 4 years now. So I decided to give him a call to talk about his recent success and other music related things. This is only a snippet of the conversation, but if you'd like to listen to the full thing, it is linked in the description, so check that out if you're interested. So what's your best advice to somebody who just started making beats and just started a YouTube channel yesterday?
First off, they should get really clear of what they want. Like, do you want to be somebody that sits in a room with big artists and produces their music? Do you want to be a personality, like an influencer kind of? What's your ideal outcome? If you could have it today, what would it look like, you know? And I feel like once you know that, like for me, it was always, okay, be on stage, perform songs. So I worked backwards from there. I was like, okay, right now I'm broke. I'm in Germany. I don't know about music. How's this gonna happen, right? I'm gonna just sell beats so that I can teach myself how to make beats so that I can make beats for myself eventually.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like once you know that, once you have that goal, it's not that hard to go that way, you know? But it's really hard to keep motivated and keep running towards something if you don't know what it is and you don't know how far away it is. Like, if you have questions, bro, you should just teach yourself how to answer those questions, you know? Don't slide in my DM, don't slide in Kyle's or Chris's DM being like, yo, what program do you use? Yo, how do you sign up for BeatStars? Fucking Google this shit, bro. Google is your best friend. Google and YouTube, you can learn everything on Google and YouTube. I learned everything on Google and YouTube, bro.
And right after the interview, I made some music. And just to be clear, with most of these singing parts in these vlogs, these are all, for the most part, reference vocals. So, you know, it's not really gonna make sense with what I'm saying. I'm just trying to come up with the melody first. Sometimes I'll have an understandable sentence or line or word, but most of the time I'm just kind of just blabbing off on the mic and trying to come up with melodies first, and then I'll fill it in with lyrics later. So on Saturday, I had to get up at 6:30 because my parents wanted to take a day trip to Zion National Park, which is about a 3-hour drive from where I live. So I struggled to get ready because for some reason, whenever there's a trip planned for the next day, I find it really difficult to sleep. But I managed to pull myself together, lathered my body with some lotion, threw on some sunscreen, and out the door we went.
I am so discombobulated. I need some fucking socks. Don't leave me.
So we had a solid lineup on the roster for this trip. We had myself, of course, my brother, my grandmother, not this one, and my parents. We first had to fill up on some earth-killing fuel at one of the finest membership-only warehouse clubs across the globe, the good old Costco. And you know what they say about Costco? Costco keeps the cost low. Oh, come on! We continued our journey and passed by some beautiful rocks, and sleeping in the back while my dad does all the work can get quite tiring, so I grabbed some sandwiches that my wonderful grandmother prepared and went to town. So it has come to my attention that a lot of you guys are extremely misinformed when it comes to opening bananas. As we all should know, this is the bottom of a banana, and this is the top of a banana. With, you know, most sealed things in life, you open them from the top. You open a bag of chips from the top, you open a water bottle from the top, you open cans from the top. You get the point. So why on earth would you ever think that opening a banana from the bottom is okay? It's not okay. I'm pretty sure all of those sailors back in the 16th century who were bringing fruits from West Africa did not want people in the future to be opening bananas the wrong way. I just don't think that's what the move was.
Are you admiring my legs? Yeah. Mountains.
A few snacks later, we finally arrived at Zion National Park, and within 5 minutes of being at the park, everybody started eating.
Yeah, I just want you to try it, please.
Mom, I don't want to.
Yeah, shove it to your mouth. Hey, I just want you to try it.
Why? Why?
Because these are the chips that you can eat.
Why?
Because they're not too crunchy. This one.
It's too late.
Oh yeah, they're soft.
After an hour of being gluttonous savages, it was finally time to start hiking some of the trails at this park. But first, I need to get this joke out of my system.
Does anyone see my dad's sweater? Does anybody see his sweater? I swear he was wearing one earlier.
Oh shit, I found this. I'm gonna take this home.
So as we were walking, I was given the privilege to feast my eyes on the most beautiful childbearing contraption of all time. I mean, would you just look at this thing? Comfortable side support to support his croissant-type legs, a back handle so you can pick his ass up and yeet him if needed, and a solar-powered fan. A freaking solar-powered fan, bro! Anyways, after hiking this trail called Weeping Rock, I finally got to meet Mr. Weeping himself. But to be honest, he didn't really look like he was weeping. He looked more like he was lactating, so maybe we could change this trail name to Lactating Rock. Then after hiking, yes, you guessed it, we ate again. Then I took a nice little nap, I drove us back home, and I worked on some more music.
See, I've been trying to work it out. With my head. I've been trying to work it Said, we don't go away from here. Said, we don't go away from here. We don't go away from here.
How do you feel? We spotted you sleeping.